All right, let's push this girl outside in the sunlight. We'll get her fired up, take a trip around Eureka, California on this. As you can see, we're flying the AN2 Antonov. Got some nice livery to it today. Aeroflot. Okay, so first things first. Pump this bad boy up, get some fuel pressure up. Okay. Primer. Bring this fuel selector around the boat. Okay. The fuel valve left. Move the mixture to on. The propeller controls all the way up. Starter power is still on. Okay. Hopefully I get enough pressure. Listen for that flywheel. There she's spinning. There's a needle jumping a little bit. Let's kick it. All right, we got a good start. We're gonna leave the door open today. It's a nice, warm, balmy day here in California. Control check here. Okay. Bring my cowling flaps. Let's see. I believe. No, I'm wrong. This is open. There she goes. Up. That's enough. Open the shutters. That's good. Okay, let's see. Pressures. Electrical. And fuel. Look good. Let's go ahead and taxi out. Okay, one notch of flaps. That's all we're going to need because she's going to get off the ground pretty quick. There's the tail wheel up. It's light on the wheels. And we're up. Bring that prop back just a little bit. Eureka, California. Take a quick flight over the airfield. Pretty cool area to fly. There it's got hills, some low-range mountains. Nice community around it. Got the water. Murray Field looks pretty good. It's a good, solid add-on, I think. There's a Toyota dealer down there. Flaps up. Bring that power back a little bit, and we'll trim her. She's wanting to climb. She's got them big old wings. That'd take much for her to want to climb. And if you've ever seen my videos before on the AIM-2, he has a leading edge slats up there that activate at slow speed, just to give you that little bit more wing area. Nice, graceful plane to fly. It does aerobatics, believe it or not. Light aerobatics, but it can do it. But what a hoss! I mean, this thing it hauls, quite a few people. Nothing fancy. It's got military-style type seats in it, and pretty good sized door for putting cargo inside of it. You can see the static line for parachuting up on the ceiling there. It's got the lights, jump lights, and all that stuff. Pretty cool plane. As I said before, it's agriculture, military, firefighting, fire jumpers, and there's literally hundreds of these things in Russia. Still, most of them still fly. It's just a hoss. And you look at this thing, you think, okay, it's a biplane, but if you put this thing next to a PT-17 Spearman, it makes the Spearman look like a bit special. So this thing's a monster. But like I said, it flies so graceful. There's no autopilot, but she does trim out pretty good. So you could do some pretty lengthy flights in it. I've done, maybe a couple of 300-mile trips in it on the East Coast of the United States. And it was great to fly around because it actually got pretty good visibility, as you can see. See all around pretty good. Guess I should turn some lights on. I didn't put any on. So at cruise speed, this girl burns about anywhere between 45, low 50 gallons per hour at cruise speed. So it comes down to about 2 nautical miles per gallon. She sucked up that fuel. But again, as a workhorse, it's not your Sunday flyer. Pick your friends up for flying. It's a workhorse. So there's money for the jobs that this plane could do. And of course, the primary purpose of this whole airplane was the military. There are actually a few flying in the United States. There is actually one sitting at Massey Aerodrome in Maryland. One's in there as a static display, so if you live somewhere in the Delaware or Maryland area, check it out. They got a nice AM2, and they got a nice DC-3 sitting there, static as well. Plus, their whole airport is open all weekends for the visitors and stuff, so it's cool to check out. Alright, so we'll head back to the airport. Keep this short. This plane does have working fans. Let's see, I think that's fan switches. That's wipers. Yeah, they got wipers. I think that's the master for it. Let's see. There we go. I think that's your mark. There she is. So we got wipers. We got fans that work. Let's see, master heat. I forgot now where the fan switch is, but you have one on both sides, which you'll probably need because I'm sure this girl is hot. But over in Russia, outer Mongolia area, northern parts of Russia, this is a commuter plane, still used as a commuter plane, and very inexpensive way to fly for people who need to travel to different locations in the outback areas for really a cheap price. It's not very expensive at all. A little bumpy up here today. Jeez, it's been bumpy lately. All right, so bring the map up. And an airfield right in front of us, but it's not it. There's Eureka right over there. So we'll hit the shoreline. We'll turn northbound. That'll take us into the airfield. All the gauges are in Russian. Got a good sound to it. How big those weights are. Kind of reminds me of Stenson. Some of the old Stensons that were there, the big fat weights on them. I think the Stenson Reliant got a radial. He probably burns about the same rate of fuel as this and flies probably about the same speed as it on cruise. When we start to slow down, you'll actually hear those. You'll hear those slats kick in. They have really good ground handling on the ground for tail wheel, especially inside, dirt, sand. She handles really well. I think just because of the weight and the wheelbase. So as you can see, shutting the windows cuts down on the noise a little bit. Of course, I got the back door open. Go ahead and give Field a call. Oh, that's right. I don't have the radio on. Hey, I guess I better turn it on. Oh, geez. I didn't mean to hit that button. What am I doing? That button. Show you this airport right quick. This is Humboldt County, Columbia Redwood Coast. Pretty good sized airport. Thought I'd fly up here and show you this. It's also in Eureka, but Arcata, Eureka. Then Murrayfield, down here on this big system, just about 12 o'clock. There's a lot of cool places you can put the bush planes down in this area, out in the mountain areas. Some really nice spots along rivers and streams. Pretty good tight spots you can put them and have fun with. Or by just flying out of Murrayfield, just head to the mountains and kind of fly around and just see them. There's one airport over that way, up on that second ridge, I think it is. They had a really nice little airfield up there. I can't remember the name. Let's see if I can bring it up on the map. It's actually a pretty cool little strip. Might be that one right here. Eureka California 046. I think that's it. Nice little spot. almost there. Alright, so we'll bring the back up. We can leave the mixture where it is. Temperatures, pressure, and electrical looking good. Everything in the green. Get her down to flap speed here. Get about there. You put full notches of flaps on this plane. Pull the throttle all the way back to idle. You got an engine out. You can put this thing down like a parachute. It's unbelievable. And don't have hardly any ground rolls. It's incredible how slow this plane will fly. Turn final here. Slats might kick in, they might not. We're keeping up a pretty good speed. Get too much slower, they'll kick in those leading edge slats. Alright. There went the slats just a little bit there at the end. She popped. That elevator all the way back. Put the brakes on. Take her up to the main hangar. The old hangar. They have a regional flyer out of here. I can't remember the name of it, but they do regional flights out of here in light turboprops. It's a pretty cool looking place. And then, like you saw in the beginning, there's an open hangar, so you can put your helicopter in there or your fixed wing, whatever. And it looks like they got a turboprop up here at the main hangar. The FBO office is right over there in that big maroon hangar where I had the plane parked. Hopefully the hangar will render in here shortly. There she goes. Finally rendered in. Murrayfield. So, there we go. Really nice plane to fly. Very nice area to fly in. Eureka, California. This is Murrayfield. You can get it online. I think RM Studios, something like that, has it. They did a really, really good job on it. All right. I'm just going to turn the battery off. And the alternator. I'll get all the switchology later. Don't want to bore you with it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that flight. And we'll talk to y'all later.